Hey, just making sure I'm getting set up here. Where's my microphone? There we go. Nope, wrong one. There we go. Okay, let's get started here. All right. All right, I gotta get started like now. Cause uh, yeah, I got a little bit held up because I'll explain in a bit. Where is the soundtrack? There's the soundtrack. There's the Sim soundtrack, my go-to. You got some static to your microphone. Like right now, it should be fixed up now. And I was just tapping it to make sure it was working. Things I gotta do. Make sure stream goes all according to plan. And I'm making sure everything's working, and I almost just hit my microphone. Okay, let's get started here. All right. That's enough fooling around. I'm gonna keep my silly little cutting mat. I'll keep my cutting mat out whenever I do streams like this, where it's for a model kit, okay. All right, we're good. Hey, yo. Welcome to the Uncle Show, and today we're looking at the Figurize Master Grade Goku. If you have been following my YouTube posts, you would know there's been a little bit of like a shake-up and a little bit of a mix-up up today, because out of nowhere I get an update saying, hey, Leo Kaiser's going to be here, and then all of a sudden, no, it's not. Just, no. So, yeah, but we're good. We're live now. I got to get started because I might have to head out earlier than expected. Hopefully I can finish this guy on stream. I might not be able to. Though. All right, what a massive pain. I'm gonna set my alarm for. I promised to stream today, and hey Bex. Anyhow, so yeah, I'll dive more into the backgrounds of this later, because we gotta get started here, and and I'd rather be ready than not. And I'm sorry if I'm so rushed. It's just that the whole thing with like the Leo Kaiser thing, and it seeming like, oh, it's gonna arrive today very early. I thought, great, and now I thought, oh great, it was gonna arrive early, but it's not. But it wasn't, which is a bit of a bummer, because it's literally in a town 15 minutes. Was the figure ready? It was Bix. It was that figure, the Soul Chigokin thing. It was already built. So so what I'm gonna try and do is I'm gonna try and get through as much of this kit as I can before I have to, get ready, because my wife and I might be going out tonight. which I was not ready for in the slightest. Oh. Well now, I was not expecting that. Check those details, by the way. Praying they aren't dry transfers. These look like stickers to me, but we can look like normal. Actually, they give you 2 sets. I'll look through those. Never encountered dry transfers before. That's a new one on me. We got some rubber bits. Okay. Okay. What a... Okay. Today's been a weird, wacky kind of day. All right. All right, let's get this all ready. Check those decals. Okay, so that's B. This is C. If we don't finish it today, I'll work on it some more tomorrow. We'll see. Oh my God. I guess we're gonna make our own stand here too. Okay, these are all like polycaps. I'll put those aside there. So I'll talk and introduce this kid as we're getting set up here, because I did do some research on this kid, because I found it interesting when I mentioned, I got this kid from my from JP Fans. A lot of people were kind of surprised at this kid. It's like, well, what is that Goku kid? Like, where'd that come from? Which kind of surprised me, given that, you know, Dragon Ball's not a tiny franchise. So, but we'll discuss that in a bit. Right. Screws. One's water slide, blue backing sheet. Dry transfers are 2-piece sheets. A top layer with a bottom layer, which is just a plain backing sheet. What's the problem with the dry ones, if you don't mind me asking? So none of these are stickers? Are none of these stickers? Interesting. I'll see which I prefer. Okay. Let's do this. I can't believe I might need a screwdriver later. Just, this is the first one. This is the first model kit I've ever encountered, or that need a screwdriver, and I was ready for. I'd have to use a screwdriver someday, especially when I was, if, you know, I was going to get an older, bigger model kit, like the high grade, like if I ever got that high grade Psycho Gundam. But, I was not ready for, Dry transfer to beta. So blue sheet is water. Dry transfers are the bane of my existence. Are more time consuming but easier to work with. Fair enough. Okay, just gonna make sure something. I got a screwdriver now, and just so that I'm ready for when it comes. So I got some good news. My wife actually just texted me saying she'll pick up the food so I don't have to leave. Most PGs other than the newest two have screws. That's fine. That's fine. And honestly, for model kits that big, I think I will prefer screws. Any master grade pre-26 has screws. Okay. I'll see. I'm a bit surprised that some of these are using. I'm surprised there are no like stickers. Okay, so let's get to work here. Got both the God hands. I'll put these ones aside. Got the God hands and got the big nips. All right, which ones are we gonna need? This one has a listing of all the This one has a listing of all the bits we'll need. Why don't they do that sometimes for their kits and then not and then they don't other times? Never made any sense to me. G1. Oh, this one uses ABS. That's interesting. So this one uses ABS in some points, which okay. I think it was Chelfie warned me that some of the older ABS kits aren't very good. Like stuff that uses ABS aren't very good. Stay hydrated, boys. Hey, Echo. How you doing, Echo? Been a while. Hope you are doing well, sir. Okay, Okay, so let's get started here. Scream. Goku's scream, iconic screams of the damned. Okay, so let's talk about this kit now that things have kind of calmed down a little bit. So, when I was showcasing my haul from JP fans recently, the one kit that I got the most amount of comments on was the Goku kit, weirdly. Like, a lot of people were going, oh, where's that Goku from? I've never seen that Goku. And that surprised me because, you know, as a general rule, Dragon Ball fans are pretty diehard. They kind of, you'd think, they know about like every action figure that ever released for Dragon Ball, you know. A bit like Star Wars fans. They can tell you all about it. But no, they were kind of surprised. And then, so it got me, okay, I need to do some research on this kit, don't I? So I did. Oh, good luck. If I'm go to Night Shike. Can't panel line it at all. Yeah. No, it's all good, Echo. It's all good. No pressure. So, yeah, good luck panel lining this thing. So, actually, let me get, I should get chat out and up and ready. So, shut up. Shut up, me. There we go. So, so it caused me to want to do my research on this thing and see why did this thing go unknown? Because the only way I found out about it is I saw like a post online about really clever toy engineering. And this toy actually came up there. I was like, ooh, that I'm not going to give away what it is, but well, I'll demonstrate it later. So it got me curious about this thing and whether or not it was, any good. And the thing is, it's pretty pricey in America, but I found it for a really good price on Mercari Japan. And using today's sponsor, whatever. JP fans. No. I'm sorry, I couldn't resist. But yeah, no, I found it online and I was like, ooh, I got a chance to try it. And just the fact nobody knew about it, it got me curious about Figure-Rise. Because a while ago, I did look at a Figure-Rise model kit. I looked at the Figure-Rise Luna Mario Hark. I'm sorry. I looked at the Figure-Rise Luna Mario Hawk, and I also looked at the what one was it? Okay, it's like that. And I also looked at the the Figure-Rise. God, I'm just out of it today. I'm sorry. I looked at the Figure-Rise amplified Kaiser Greymon. That's it. I looked at Kaiser Greymon. And, it's not like Figure-Rise is an unknown series. There's been plenty of figures and model kits for it, but this one just kind of went under the radar. So I got curious and it made me want to research it. So Figure-Rise has actually been around for a while, but it really was not considered like a big deal. There were, or at the very least, they didn't really promote it much early on. When it came to Figure-Rise, and I guess it kind of makes sense, Bandai, they have like proper action figures they want to sell, and maybe they were worried about it cannibalizing it. So while the line existed, it was very low key. If you look at the early days of the series, there's only like early days was someone like Bandai, like some safe stuff for Bandai, like Dragon Ball and Kamen Rider. And then the only other thing really were stuff for, and this really shows the year it came out in, Tiger and Bunny, bizarrely, if you remember that anime. Which, also, if you look at the designs for Tiger and Bunny, that makes way too much sense that, like, they'd want to make model kits for it. God, I am just dropping everything. Luna Mario Hawk. I know Luna Mario. I know how her name's pronounced. I'm just very scrambled. Can you tell? So yeah, it was kind of one of those things that flew under the radar, and this was kind of before Bandai started to really start seriously releasing their non-Gundam model kits in America. So I think a lot of people they just didn't know about it. Now we kind of have the ability to learn more and see if these things are any good. Because like I said, the main reason I got this was because there was that whole Twitter post showing off the engineering, which I'm not going to give away what that little tiny piece of engineering is that made me want to get it, but you'll see it. We should be able to get to it. Okay, I'm going to put B down real quick. I know they also made a genuinely terrible few MG Pat labors. Yeah, I did hear a lot of people have been hyping up the new Pat Labor. I forget what line that's a part of. I don't think it looks really good, but yeah. Yeah, no, Figurize was just, I think it just was at that time, it was just not quite there yet. And also, I do think, that was kind of during the time, before all these like all the crazy price increases, which really hampered model kits. I mean, not model kits. It really hampered, more standard action figures, but didn't affect regular toys as much. So, come on, there we go. So, and in that kind of environment, Figurize as a line now kind of makes a lot more sense as compared to before. I didn't skip anything, right? No. Okay. Your instructions are a little bit a little bit odd. I hope I'm doing this right. Otherwise, we're gonna have some problems. No. I see. I think I see what they're going for here. So you click this in like that, like this. Yeah. It's also. I should note, Figurize has a lot of different kind of spin-offs and sub-labels. There's obvious, I think for most people they see like the Gundam Humans, but there's also Figurize Mechanics, which is like, taking very simple robotic characters and giving them a lot more mechanical detail. They did one for Haro, and that looks kind of funny. Hey. I do kind of want that. Funny, I actually doodled Psycho Gundam a little while ago, and it kind of made me want to get that high grade Psycho Gundam. Also, that high grade Psycho Gundam's huge. I always have to remind myself with the high grade, that high grade doesn't necessarily mean like a certain size, like it's always gonna be around the exact same size. It's like they follow a certain scale, and this just so happens to be like a ridiculously big form of high grade scale. And it's especially funny because Shofi was telling me how this is the wrong one. Shelby was telling me how the Psycho Gundam was kind of made under protest. Basically, Bandai wanted, a big fuck off toyetic design for their for their line, and Tomino was like, oh God, all right, I'll give you one, go away, and it's just the Gundam but bigger and in black and has a stupid transformation. And has a goofy as fuck transformation. And of course fans love it. It's a scale. Yeah, that's it. It's the scale. That's about it. It's, although speaking of scales, you guys would probably notice, is there a vaguely in scale Big Zam? Because I'd love a Big Zam one day. Because I'm kind of a sucker for the fact it's just a giant walking clam. It's going to be is this the torso so far? This is the torso so far. This is going to be a very, very peculiar method. Yeah, it is. That does not scream Goku so far, but who knows? We'll see. This isn't backwards, is it? Instructions are, hold on. What the fuck? Okay, okay. I was just looking at the wrong ones. All right, now we need C6, C4. Oh my God. Big ass pieces. No, that's a shame. Big Zam's kind of, you know, I don't know how many stuff they released in that whole mega size, mega scale. But it kind of feels like Big Zam would, nah, probably not. Who knows? Maybe one day they'll make just, they'll give us a big enough Zam. Very interesting little torsos. Going to be quite interesting if we can get it in. Get it in. Get him. Ah, I see the problem. Ugh. Megabits. Yeah, no, that's why I stopped myself, because I was like, oh wait, no, that's again, it's not like big mega scale does not mean, you know, it's a fixed size. It's like, you know, it refers to a very, very specific, you know, scaling, you know. Thing. It'd be like 6 feet tall. But still, I hope one day they do like a proper Big Zam. If they ever do a Big Zam that's like, you know, movable and most importantly big, like, what size, how big would a Big Zam be? It'd probably have to be like, an in scale Big Zam with high grade, that'd have to be at least like 12 inches, maybe even bigger. Maybe it's, very interesting setup. A lot more, this kit is a lot more, more like layered up than I thought it'd be. Also, doesn't want to click in, which is not a good sign. It really does not want to click in. That is not a good sign, but we'll see. Maybe I'm wrong. Okay, I need two of these ones. And more parts from C. C3 and C. There they are. Maybe that's another reason also I imagine this didn't take off is because maybe at the time it was considered a little bit pricey because normally Bandai want to make sure that like certain parts and part designs can be reused across multiple parts, whereas this one you kind of are forced to have a little bit more specialized parts in some areas, aren't you? Just because it's Goku. Oh, and you kind of can't get away with that as much with such a specific character. Okay. But that is, so far, that is Goku's torso. Curious, when on the box did it say it was 2008? It's definitely, I did look that up. And in fact, I know this for a fact because if you look on the box, it's a tie-in to Dragon Ball Z Kai. Which, you know, which is a very specific tie-in to do, you know. Because you know that was before Dragon Ball Z's kind of big like merchandise repush in both Japan and even in America. Yeah, like around that. Like Dragon Ball Z was still around, obviously. You know, Dragon Ball Z, it never really left. And anyone that says, you know, oh, Dragon Ball Z needed the power of Team 4-Star to bring it back. No, Dragon Ball Z never left. But Kai being used as the specific designation is kind of interesting. Because it's not like Kai had like a different art direction for the show. At most, there's the opening, but release time, but also Bandai constantly prints kids all the time. That is true. And of course there would be new figurized kits for Dragon Ball released later on. Okay, I got 12 in hand. I need to make sure that this is going to the right bit. Something I'm not too keen on actually is that the instructions seem a little bit all over the place, if you get me. Yeah, there could be a number of reasons why the original Dragon Ball, why the original figurized didn't quite take off. It definitely, we know for certain that that there is a demand for it. They brought back the whole idea of figurized later on for Dragon Ball. Or, how does this go? This is weird. That can't be. They bring back Figure-rise later on, and of course, that's still going strong. You know, they're still releasing new kits. They got a ton of new licenses. You know, like they got the Yu-Gi-Ohs. They got their what did they also? They got Ume Musume recently. Kind of waiting on a gold ship for those, but oh, this is weird. Oh, that does not. Is this that? That don't feel right. That don't feel right, sir. Okay. C. Then we're gonna need E because I believe we're making Goku's hair. These are some big ones, so I'm gonna use Thick Boy. Could there be more? Could be more non-Dragon Ball kits. I think I do think that that maybe Bandai didn't quite go in with the right stuff at the time. Like they went like the other master grade Figure-rise well, first of all, the figure, like the standard size for Figure-rise size, which are like God, I forget how big they were. I think they were all like 6 inches, maybe. I don't know. The big one, they were all disappointingly like Kamen Rider, which, you know, I like Kamen Rider, but if you want to get people invested in, you know, your brand new figurine, you kind of need more than that. The other one, and meanwhile, the other non-Dragon Ball stuff was, what was it? Meanwhile, was One Piece, which, I mean, it's One Piece. That is like a safe bet, but it's also kind of one of those bets where it's like, okay, there's like a million One Piece figures you can get, both like cheap and high end. Making a model kit of One Piece at the time, it's not exactly like, okay, wow, cool. Oh, the only non-Dragon Ball and One Piece they did really was Tiger and Bunny, which Tiger and Bunny, it was decently popular, but not like, but Tiger and Bunny also was kind of unfortunately a tough one to kind of do stuff with afterwards, because it was an anime original, meaning you don't have a multitude of other characters to go off of. And also, while it was popular, the sad thing is with Tiger and Bunny is that it would very quickly get overshadowed by, what anime was it? My Hero Academia, just a couple of years later. Like, they tried to make a revival of Tiger and Bunny, like a second season of Tiger and Bunny recently. And I've heard it's good, but the hype train was not there. Which is a shame, because Tiger and Bunny is pretty good. Oh, we got this. Okay. B22. We got some faces. All around me are familiar faces. B2, and then we need A4, this part here. Okay, I see what they're doing for the eyes. Well, this is going to be familiar territory. Because we got ourselves some... we got ourselves a little bit of... so are these drenched? We got some stickers, guys. So the blue one is... Wait, are we sure the blue one is... Yeah, no, that is... So these are just stickers. Right? Huh? Yeah, these are... Yeah, I think these are just stickers. Are they? Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait. We were just talking about this. These might be those, these are those, like, dry ones, right? Where... Oh, no. Oh, hold on. I can check the instructions. Yeah, look. Look. Right there. Yeah. Yeah. They're saying, like, put your finger on it. So I think these are those funky little decals, not... Or are they stickers? Oh, they are stickers. Then there are just stickers. Then why did it just... Why did it not just... Then why did it not... It did... surely it should have just peeled off properly, right? Okay, this one's... Oh, you know what it might be? It might be just due to the age of these. So let's... It might just be due to the age of these. Like, you know, it's been sitting in a box for like... God, more than 10 years, and on top of that, you know, well, it's been peeling stickers. Yeah, age. I was just saying so. Okay. Although they don't look bad. They do not look bad, I think. We'll measure it out when we actually get it. Oh. I said they weren't looking bad, but oops, that needs to be pushed up a little bit. Not often I'm asking Goku to peel up his eyes, but here we are. Okay, you got to get it just right, otherwise, slight problem here. Oh, these are going to be a pain to get out. Oh, no. But I will say, thank God, I am glad they give you a lot of alternatives. That is, I do appreciate. I do appreciate whenever, and also duplicates. I do appreciate that. This isn't like the high grade Rinko. This is not high grade Rinko all over again. I hope. But they don't give you a whole lot of surface area to work with. Okay, Goku, how are you looking with these, your eyes? Okay, that's fine. Fine. But unfortunately, right now, he has no brows. He's got no eyebrows. So, yeah, so unfortunately, the sticker's got to be eyebrows too. That's kind of a shame for me because, and also, I'm gonna critique this. You only get shouty face and you only get shouty face Goku and slightly peeved Goku. As someone who really loves the original Dragon Ball, that kind of sucks. I want like, can't I have like a a Goku looking like a happy little idiot? Yeah. I'm. I have some thoughts on like Dragon Ball Z and like a lot of the other ones. Like I still have a soft spot for Dragon Ball, but I am of the opinion that the later series. Well, that just exploded. Oh, where did that go now? Where'd I go? Oh, there it is. Yeah. Onto my dirty, dirty floor. Where'd I put his face? There it is. So don't get me wrong, I like Dragon Ball. I still have a soft spot for Dragon Ball, but camera dad, ooh, oh no. Okay, hold on. We can fix this. Oh, it's getting hot in here. Hmm. 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 Slight problem. God dang it. So slight problem. Yeah, these stickers of the eyes are kind of a pain, actually. Here's. There's something, okay. I'm trying to figure out what it is, but something doesn't look quite right with Goku. with the sculpt they had of Goku. He looks very, how do I put this? No thoughts, head empty. There's something very off about this Goku, about the sculpt, and I'm not sure what it is. At the very least, we finished our first runner. Yay! Okay, so I need A, B, C, and then like a bunch of others, so we'll get to them later. Okay, I need polycaps, number 13. I swear to God, if that's a FedEx truck with my Leo Kaiser in it, I'm going to be a little bit peeved. I mean, I'll be happy my figure's here, but at the same time... You fuckers were supposed to get here way earlier. Okay, right now we're making Goku's sleeves, so I might as well knock 2 out of the park here. See, with a model kit of a robot, you don't have to worry so much about like specifically Gundams. You don't have to worry as much about capturing certain emotions, but there's something about the way Goku looks right now that feels very like he's got no soul. Well, I say this as and Goku, he may not have a brain, but he has soul. Oh, wait, if we're doing the arms, ooh, then we're going to get to, get to something really cool later, actually, then. Okay, next we need A10, A9. We'll cut out the equivalents here. Count out A11, so A11 on this side. Okay, next, click. I want to make sure I capture the action. There we go. I'm going to save some of the stuff for later, actually, just because I don't want to, it seems like these are going to be getting pretty wacky, and I kind of don't want to lose track of everything. Especially because we're about to reach a pretty kick-ass gimmick, and it's not gonna lie, it was one of the reasons I wanted to get this figure. I'll pick that up in a bit. All right, I need B12 and B11. Yeah, I know what's coming. I wonder if, okay, I am curious. I mean, obviously you can recycle the polycaps for multiple things, but I am curious from multiple sources. I am curious if any of these bits are reused from or I wonder if any of these bits are reused from any like Gundams. Do you know what I mean? Like, okay. Next, we're gonna need 2 12s. So we'll get 4. Clunk, click. Okay. And then we get this bit, these bits attached. Let's make sure they're clicked in. Oh, good click. Okay, and then seems like we attach this, we attach this in like this. We touch this in like that, We hook this up here. B4, B3. Actually, wait, we should get this side ready too. Click. Then we click, click. Oh, I'm putting it the wrong way in. Oh God, Why does my chat sometimes not catch up? It's really annoying. All right, let's see. Could also be why it didn't take off much, I guess. HG Fumina moment. Unlikely. Do the polycaps have numbers on them? I don't see individual numbers on the pieces. No. Number, name if you wink. I see like PCF 12 or the like, but that's just like what the instructions say. On the individual caps, no. You do get a lot of them though, gotta say. If you need someone if you're someone who needs some replacement polycaps, not a bad kit to get them from. Okay, so we need 4 and 3. Okay. Oof, it's getting toasty in here, actually. Okay, so we got this one inserted, and then, I see how this works. And soon enough, I will show you, no joke, the gimmick that made me want to get this kit. Oops, a little bit of sprue getting in the way. That ain't good. Right. Yeah, okay, so this is the reason I wanted to get this kit. It's got a bulging bicep gimmick. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, PCF-1 PE. Otherwise, I don't see any unique codes or anything. I see a little circle. Is that what you mean? Got the shit in 4K, 120 FPS for this. Yeah, yeah. Hold on. There you go, if you wanted to take another look. But yeah, but legit, it's a cool gimmick. And it's actually a pretty. I like whenever a gimmick is well integrated like that. Too. Oh, it doesn't feel. It didn't. Well, into the void. Oh, and it's a pretty seamless one too. Which I like. I like a good gimmick. And that is a solid idea for a gimmick. 9 and 7. I think we'll be able to get this done today. This kit. It's going pretty dang smoothly. next, we take this bit, shove it on there, get apart from, we'll take also this bit, shove it on there. Okay, then get these bits from A2. This plastic also feels remarkably kind of soft. Not complaining necessarily, just something I noticed. How does this go on? Like this? Okay, Goku's cuffs are almost done. Then we're going to need C18. Is it ABS? That weird gummy ABS? Weird, wacky pre-2010 engineering. PC1, the most used runner of all of Gundam, yeah. Is that weird gummy ABS? No, it feels like standard plastic. Yeah, no, standard PS plastic for the most part. There are ABS bits, but not for this. I need to get a feel for the gummy. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, the most used gun runner in all of Gundam. Good to know. Okay, we got this. Now we're going to Goku. Oh, good. We'll be working on Goku's ass very shortly. Okay, so this is ABS. Don't feel too bad, actually. That actually feels remarkably strong. So, actually, so that's good. Although I find it weird why the joint, well, actually, I guess their logic is it's a joint. We want it to be made up of a much more durable plastic. I see their logic, actually. Okay, it just kind of clicks in. Okay. It's a weird kind of connection, though. It has like a weird spiky connection, so do not fall. Click. There we go. Clunk, click, every trip. I am just dropping things on the ground today. Okay. But at the very least, we're almost done with the arms. So Goku, we got giant hands for Goku with open hands and fists. I'm going to give him his fist because, Goku, he likes a good old bit of the punch-ins. Although, I wish we got some more finger options. Like, wouldn't it be cool to have a pair of pointing fingers so we can do instant transmission? Whatever. I don't know. I guess maybe I just got spoiled by what's it face? The what's it called? The Lunamaria Hawk. I got spoiled by that figure because it had a lot more, like a ton of different hand options, didn't it? Okay. Say, the build for this thing is interesting, very unique. Not the most solid of hand connections, though. It's not quite a ball joint, which is a little unusual. Well, I'm very much used to like these kind of figures usually using a ton of ball joints for their fists, so okay, this stuff also uses ABS. Goku, hey man, my eggs, how you doing? Yeah, fully articulated hands would be peak. Yeah, no. Oh, a fully articulated. Actually, you know what? They're just big enough that a fully articulated hands with this is not impossible. It'd look, admittedly, kind of weird. Like, I imagine they'd look very gangly, and that's what. No, but fully articulated hands, that's kind of like a masterpiece, a master grade staple, you know? I think that could have been a little bit nice, of a nice little addition. You know what? And I think they were big enough that it could be feasible. But I think this is before, I imagine this was before they started to get do that process where, well, no, they had articulated hands before, so. I wonder if they can accept the hands of the MG Origin figure. We could try. No, we couldn't actually. This has like a weird little spike connector. Or hold on. You got me wondering. You got me thinking. We get MG Origin real quick. Let me just be really careful because these stupid hands like to. Actually, not. I'll just take this one. No. Unfortunately, Shafi, I'd love to try it out, but yeah, these hands, they don't want to play nice right now. But also just looking at it, the joint seems a little bit too small. So I don't think that's going to happen. It's a cool idea, but no, I don't think it'll work. And now I gotta spend 10 years getting this thing to hold his gun again. I mean, the 2.0 did exist then. It is just slightly less pausable. I'm sure it would work, but yeah, it just is immediately probably better with the 2.0 hands. Yeah, and especially right now, I'm just doesn't want to work. It doesn't want to work, and now I gotta, yeah, and also and just kind of taking a peek at it, the connection point looks ever so slightly different. I'll be right back. Also, I'm just gonna get a glass of ice. It's hot. It's really hot, actually. Ugh. I will be right back. I'm also gonna let my camera cool down a little bit. It's so hot. I will BRB. Okay. I have received ice. Let me, I want to, oh God. Sorry about that, folks. I got distracted because I had to reattach the hand, and God, these are, and these hands are not the strongest. I will, okay, leave Origin there though, just because I might use them for something else later. I'm actually going to keep my headphones off just because it's so hot. You know, yeah, no, it has been crazy hot this week in general. Okay, well, where did I leave my microphone? There, I left my mic. We haven't had to use that screw yet. I'm curious. Curious how it's all gonna go down. Okay, let me get this. Yeah, let me get this hand reattached back on. There we go. What the hell were we doing? Yes, we were making Goku's crotch. Uh-huh. It's the waist or the stand. It's for the waist or the stand, I'd reckon. That would make sense. It would make a lot of sense, but only one way to find out. Also, is that really all this can go in? Oh, it's because I have this bit on the wrong way. That would explain it. Ooh, that's a nice plug. Okay, let's get his ass and crotch. Screw for the stand to hold up weight. That would make sense. I wonder what kind of stand is it going to be? Will it finally be like a... Will it, what's the name of Bondi Standards? What's the name of Bondi Standard base that they always give you adapters for in their kits? High action base or whatever? I don't know. Okay, oh yeah, next up is the belt. Let's see if we can clear out some of this for some of these actually. So we'll just get some of these done and over with. So. Goku. Dragon Ball. Got it. Don't stop to you. Those are action based 3 or 4. Got it. His butt bled. All right. No, nope. Let's go back to. Shut up, me. Action base 4. Got it. Okay, we just gonna connect these bits now. That's a good plug. Good plug. Ooh. So we got ball jointed excuse me. We got ball jointed tassels here. That's gonna be interesting. And we got his crotch almost ready to go. Now then, next up we got this out of the way. Next up, we got Goku's shoes. So we're gonna need J. We got rubber. Oh, Loda, we got rubber. It's funny we got rubber here because and we also got those kind of annoying, somewhat annoying, like fold them out instructions. I do hate whenever they do that. Just do some extra pages. It won't hurt ya. J1, and that's going to be J2 then. And now we need H11, J1. Not H11, H2. Give me the, oh gosh, he's gonna be so damn solid standing. Yeah, no, if he's got rubberized feet, that is actually kind of crazy. And then H1 and H2. H1 goes there. H2 goes here. Okay. So, ooh, this is gonna be weird. Oh, but it went in nice and smooth. That being said. Rubber soles give my God Gundams the inability to wobble. Oh, nice. You know, rubberized feet, you don't always see them in action figures, but sometimes they do really help. Although I will say I have the infamous Beast Machines Cheetor, and let me tell you something about that figure. It has rubber feet. It did not help in the slightest with the stability of that horrible thing. H10, H4. God, Supreme Cheetor. What a mess of a figure. An amazing mess, but a mess nonetheless. Reminds me, I need to review the original Fort Max toy, or rather, I got Brave Max. I want to do a G1 toy review. Makes it happy when it's done right. Yeah. PCF2. So these two bits. Okay, so the way these go in is like so. Then we put this one in comme ça. Oh, so this guy's gonna have a bending toes. Those two. Gotta say, well, this is an odd kit. I can't call it a. I think it is actually gonna. I think so far this has been a good kit. In all honesty, the instructions aren't the best, but there is something about like the way it all works, and you know, I imagine at the time it must have been so damn cool to just build a articulated Goku figure, because obviously they're the unarticulated, you know, statues. Which what fun is that? I want to build around something that can be. I want to build something I can kind of move around and have fun with. Lego. I don't have like any Lego kits waiting to be built, but I do have like a Mega Bloks kit I want to build sometime. Oh, and I also got jobbies. Later, Shafi. Bye bye. I also got that. I also got jobbies. I also got Jobby's little Lego kit he has, or he put out a while back. I still need to build that, so maybe I'll do that on stream someday. Click, then click, click, and then click, and then click. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, I wonder. I wonder how many of these. Now I'm starting to wonder, why did these not take off? I'm gonna turn on the AC in here. It is way too hot. Sorry if it makes some noise, but too hot. Why isn't it clicking in? $16 and $17. Interesting anklet design. Okay, I need 8 and 5. Seven and 5. Oh, actually, wait, we forgot. We need to put these, the shoe, like, backs on. Next. Okay, so far so good. Okay. So this is gonna go into his boots. And this bit here is gonna go onto this bit here. It's a pretty sick boot, bro. Dang, Goku back at it again with the boots, yo. With the, I don't remember how that meme went. It was not even a meme. It was just like that fucking shit. Ugh, hated those damn Daniel. That damn Daniel thing. It was because it was really obviously a commercial. Oh, like people forget this, but like I know there are plenty of advertising agencies that like we joke about how like advertising agencies don't know how to use memes. Sometimes they do, and they use their powers for evil. Same thing with like Alex from Target. Or whatever. Actually, if you guys want to laugh at like terrible commercials or like brands trying and failing to make a viral quote unquote meme campaign, look up All I Wanted for Christmas is a PSP.com. It is one of the worst. Oh my God, these legs. Look, these legs are huge. What was I saying? Oh yeah, it's one of the worst kind of commercials or ad campaigns you will ever see in your life. Okay. Now we attach this on. Click. Ah, God. It's tough to get it in. These ones are a little finagly to get in. Click. Okay. D9, D11. Okay. We are doing good, I think. Click, click. There is... whoa. Oh, that was a... There's a mighty click there. Next, we need more of D. 13 and 16. Okay, we're almost done with this bracket, actually. Impressive. Actually, we're just about finished. So they're finally here to perform it for you. If you know the words, can join in too. Put the hands together if you wanna clap as we take you through this monkey rap. Monkey rap. DK. Donkey Kong, he's the leader. Munch, you know him well, he's finally back. The kicks on tail, he's bigger. His coconut gun can fire in spurts. If he shoots ya, it's gonna hurt. He's bigger, faster, and stronger too. He's the first member of the DK crew. DK, Donkey Kong, DK, Donkey Kong is here. Oh, wait, what? Oh, interesting. Okay, so it's actually more like, did I put that upside down? Yes, I did. Click, click, click. I am dropping everything. Big stomping legs, jeez. Did I get his legs? I swear to God, did I get Goku's feet wrong? Yeah, I did. Oopsies. At least they're easy to reattach. Good. Good, good. Looks like we're done. Or at least done with Goku. It doesn't feel right, though, to just finish up right away. Nah, let's finish up Goku. Let's finish up, Goku. So we're gonna put this bit in, like, stick this in like, meh. Oh, skid, there I made it, despite your direction. Well, Seymour, I made it, despite your... Okay, let's get this on like so. There's got to be a better way to attach this, though. Because this feels very loose and ill-fitting. Do you know what I mean? Oh, wait. Oh. Okay. And then I think we do it like this. No? Let me look at the manual real quick. Hold up. Let me, do I have, I got Google Translate. Let me see this. Japanese to English. We gotta hold it in place to prevent it from opening. Why not just put in a peg or a tab? Still not a fan, but maybe there's something I'm missing. I'll look at a video of this guy later and see if there's something I'm getting wrong. Oh God, that's now that I'm finishing this guy, he's huge. He's actually really huge. Also, the bicep came loose. That's not good. God, when you actually... Well, I was quite impressed at first, and then he died. And that is a pretty big, beefy Goku figure. Yeah. So he was right. This does in fact use a stand for his little thing. And then we can just put on whatever And then we still got some stickers we gotta put. Oh, we got some bruises we can put on. So oh wait, no, those are the water slide decals. So where does number 35 go? So 30s. I will try my best to attach the stickers to old Goku. Dragon Ball. I wonder if the sun kind of got to these because they ain't looking so colorful. Uh-oh. What's my wife, she massaged me. Wife, what do you want, wife? She wants to know about chicken. Okay. Okay, almost done. Actually, I will say these sticker strips are not the worst things in the world to attach, which I'm very grateful for. Okay, we need 33 and 34. Okay. Oh God, these are gonna be giant wraparound stickers, aren't they? Okay. There we go. All right. Now we add on Goku's little seal. And then the seal on the back. Unfortunately, this one we have to get foiled up for, which is a bit disappointing. I think this is one where like the transfers will work a lot better. All right, but otherwise, here you go. It's a Goku. Oh, I gotta say, that is a nice big size for for any kind of model kit, especially of a Goku. You're not gonna get any panel lines done on it, but fuck it, it still looks nice. How is the articulation? We got really good neck going forward, really good neck going down actually. Not a lot of tiltage, but you know, you can still move them all around nice and easy. There is some side to side on a ball joint and decent crunch. The crunch forward ain't that good, but crunch backwards is okay. We got a really good T-pose actually. That actually goes pretty far. Little bit of butterfly going forward. In fact, I feel like you can maybe get it a little more forward, although no, you can't. But regardless, really nice rotation going up. Swivel at the bicep. Up. Goes back that far, and it's got that gimmick, which I really like. There is swivel at the fist, although disappointingly, these aren't on ball joints. These can only go in and out, I think. So that's that. There is a waist rotation, although it doesn't work the best. It kind of pops out, which is a little disappointing. There is a little bit of up and down at the leg, and pretty good spread. Pretty good. Thigh swivel. Pretty solid bend at the knee. Some parts that didn't connect all the way, but that was easy to fix actually. Rotation at the calf. Calf swivel. Where's the jobby clip? And a little bit, and forward at the boot, at the toe, and there's kind of a bit of ankle pivot, meaning, yeah, this guy is remarkably pretty posable for a model kit, actually. Yeah, shoot, that is really nice, actually. The only bummer is well, one, some of the sperm, but two, the face. The face does not scream Goku to me. It looks very nonplussed, and even a little bit derpy, which, you know, makes sense of Goku, but I think it's one of those things where it probably would have worked better with a little thing. Also, the layering on the clothes for the back doesn't look the best. But still, for a model kit of Goku, for one of their earliest model kits of Goku, I do think they did do a lot right. And it actually does feel remarkably solid. I gotta give massive props to that. So, all that's left really is the base. Do I want to finish the base? Because I kind of want to get going actually. Not too. Although, fuck it. Let's build it real quick. So we need bath number 9. F11. I also want to build this just because I'm curious. Is this base part compatible with, you know, is it compatible with, you know, Bondi's usual stuff? Is it me also, or is this kind of yellowed a bit? I love him. Okay, there we go. One stand. Actually, that is a pretty, that's this, oh. Okay. That actually, is a pretty good stand. All right, well, that about wraps up everything. Thank you everybody for joining me. Have a wonderful day. I will see y'all next time. Bye-bye. No, it was 2.5 hours. Pretty good build. Yeah, no, it came out really good, Corgi. Thank you for watching. See ya.